Pius Hejide, that criminal, visa racketeering, we don't disclose our investigation. Ahmed Swali, we don't disclose. JB Dankwa, we don't disclose. The Chief Justice knows. He is going for a cover. He's going for a shield. And that is the only place. If he goes to Shraj, it should be an open case where we can all interrogate the Chief Justice in an open field with his lawyer there. And he doesn't want that because the moment he opens himself, so many things will come out. Now, I'm going to ask the Chief Justice one question today. If he wants to prove to us, say he's legit, he is innocent about this. You know, when you go to court, precedents, evidence, we join a lot of things to make sense. That's why when election 2020, you call court, they did not rely on one thing. They relied on different things. They even went to the UK to bring a black book to judge the case because they believe, or in law, that is how it's done. You use precedents, you use evidence, you use instances, you just connect dots and then you make sense out of it. Today, I'm going to ask Justice Enin Yeboah a simple question and that he needs to answer that question. After you hear this question, you will know that the Chief Justice, to me, he's not telling the truth fully and that we need to push more, move the case from the CID office and take it to Shraj for the Chief Justice to face an open trial. That is the only way we would see that this Chief Justice is truthful or not. Now, this is it. Do you know when the case started, right? When the case started, the judges on the case, almost 30 cases, this case, you can watch my akutampa or jimuna or jidom any a free fire air. When the case started in the Supreme Court, if you are listening to me, listen to me attentively. Hey, when the case started, there were 5 judges sitting on the case. In the Supreme Court, there were 5 judges sitting on the case. Now, so Supreme Court, they are hearing so many cases. Room 1, room 5, DN 5, they are all Supreme Court judges listening to different cases. This particular case, there were 5 judges who started the case. Judge Doche, Apeu, Mafo, Boaman, and Kotei. These were the 5 judges who sat on this case. Now, the surprising thing about this case was they sat on the case, listened to each party, time they drew judgment, the judgment was delayed 3 times. Let me tell you this. 5 judges were and on case. So that is why I'm saying, Chief Justice, I'm asking you a simple question today. You need to answer. These 5 judges on case drew the judgment point. Omobabe call it judgment. For 3 times, they postponed the judgment. 3 times. Omoba say, and they to me a judgment, next time. Omoba say, we can't do the judgment today. Next time. So the final day they were about to give judgment, this case has elapsed in court for all this time. That final day they were going to give judgment, that was the same day Chief Justice Enin Yeboah popped up in the Supreme Court. That particular case alone, he popped up. Remember, Omatina case in the kind judgment. When Chief Justice entered that room, he told them that he is expanding the panel. There, you can't send me evidence. You're postponing the judgment. The Chief Justice came to court that day. The final day, I will postpone it and say, I'm going to read the judgment. He suddenly came in and said, I want to expand the panel. So this is what is going to happen. I am the Chief Justice. I am adding myself to this case. And that case, we have to start afresh. If Chief Justice says this is a lie, he should come out and say it. And those judges and all, they are all there. So the final day they were going to pronounce who won the case and the judgment, the Chief Justice came into court. There were so many cases happening in the Supreme Court, different. He did not choose any case. He came to this case and said, you know what? I am going to expand the panel. I am going to add myself to this panel. And what is more important is restart the case afresh. So the Chief Justice came in and then he became part of the panel. And in Osha list where you see Judge Enin Yeboah, Chief Justice Enin Yeboah's name up there. You can see Doche up there. You can see Gbadebe up there. Poaman, Mafo, and Kote. The issue is the Chief Justice at the final spot. Now, you have a kind judgment and we stepped in. Now, my question to Chief Justice is, why did you step in at the final moment they were going to come out with a judgment? And why did you say that you want to be part of the panel, you are expanding the panel, and also you want the case to be started again afresh? What influenced that? Because until the Chief Justice is able to tell us what made him take those two decisions, to me, you cannot convince me all that is happening in Ghana and the allegations they are throwing about, he has no idea about it. Because we've wasted time, we've wasted money, we've wasted energy to be in court, 5 judges. The final day, remember, the case judgment was postponed like 3 times. The final day the postponement was going to happen, you come in as the Chief Justice, you say you are expanding the panel. Remember, the moment Chief Justice expands panel and joins a panel, he becomes the chairman or he becomes the head of that team. He becomes the head of the panel. It is automatic. If Chief Justice joins a panel, the moment he joins a panel in court on any case, he becomes the captain. He takes the shots. He makes the decisions. So what actually changed for the Chief Justice to come in, be part, take over the case, and tell them to restart the case? What influenced that decision? And if Chief Justice is not able to come out to tell us that, then he should not think of doing what he's doing, because it will clearly show that he, from the start, he was biased in this case. And all the allegations Efrifa is making, he is not far from the truth. If this really happened, and it happened, then it means somebody might have had a discussion with Chief Justice for him to forcefully put himself in that case and take over the case and make sure the case restarts. Was it that somebody wasn't paying their money? Or was it that some people have opened a new negotiation? These are questions we need to be asking, because something should have influenced something for the Chief Justice to step in and say, let's restart the case again. Because you have to understand, when you're restarting the case, those clients and the respondents have to repay their lawyers. Did he think about that? He didn't. So I'm asking the Chief Justice, what influenced that decision for you to step in at the last moment you are going to read judgment and say you're expanding, and for you to automatically become the leader of the panel? And also, what actually forced this decision? We want to know, because the grammar you are writing to CID, nobody cares. Today I saw Obi Ewa Sempa trying to clean this Chief Justice, trying to denigrate lawyer Efrifa. This lawyer has been around for a long time. His law firm is there. He has clients. His credibility is on the line. He will not be mad to just throw something like that out. He should have facts. And we, the citizens, have the right to join the facts. So the Chief Justice from day one had interest in this case. He had interest at a very vital moment. What interest was it? Who actually forced the Chief Justice to step in? And what influenced the Chief Justice to restart the case when all evidence have been presented and everything shows that a judgment is supposed to be done or made? These are questions the Chief Justice needs to answer, because until he comes out to answer these questions, nobody will believe this Chief Justice. You can maneuver your way, try everything and make it look like you did nothing wrong. By your actions, explain your actions. When you explain your actions, it will give people like us and rational Ghanaians to also look clearly. But now you are too black. You have a lot of blackness around you. You need to prove to us that you are not that dirty. Tell us what really influenced that. A case that has been in court all these years. You step in one day, even the judgment was postponed 3 times. Nobody cared. The day judgment was going to be read, you step in, take over the case, expand panel, become the chairman automatically, and then you supervise this whole case. What influenced that? Was somebody still trying to put something together? Was somebody also negotiating something on the side? You are the Chief Justice. You are not a circuit court lawyer or a circuit court judge. You are the Chief Justice of Ghana. I told you this is just part 1. I want all of them to start speaking, and I'll be bringing things out for Ghanaians to know what is really happening. We have not gone anywhere yet. We have just started. And I keep saying, on this platform, I have not said that the Chief Justice took 5 million. And I have not also said that he didn't take 5 million. The facts we will provide on this platform will inform you the kind of decision to make. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version. After this short break, I will pick a few phone calls and then we'll end the show.